Another big regulation landed this week. The Food and Drug Administration introduced draconian rules for the e-cigarette industry. Dr. Michael Siegel, he is a professor of public health at Boston University. He has an op-ed on the topic in this morning's paper titled "The FDA's Vapor is Thinking About E-Cigs." Joins the show now. Doctor, what exactly did the FDA decree?
Basically, what the FDA decreed is that the bulk of the electronic cigarettes that are now on the market are basically going to have to be taken off the market. They basically instituted a very expensive and burdensome requirement that every single product on the market has to submit an application that the FDA would have to approve within 3 years in order for those products to remain on the market. The reality is that most of these companies are very small and don't have the resources to submit such applications. And I think what this is going to do is essentially devastate the bulk of the e-cigarette industry.
So big government issues a rule that benefits big business. No irony there. Doctor, what about the public health here? Is this a good decision for Americans in terms of their health or not?
Ironically, I think this is actually going to harm the health of the overall public, because electronic cigarettes and other vaping products are a very strong competitor to cigarettes. Nobody wants to have adverse health effects, and there are millions of smokers who are concerned about the health effects, but they can't quit. These products have provided an alternative, and they have the potential to literally put a huge dent in the cigarette market. Unfortunately, I think what these regulations are going to do is basically put a damper on that. And essentially what they do is they protect the sales of the really toxic cigarette products and protect cigarettes from competition from what otherwise would have been a much safer alternative.
Interesting to note, too, that the British public health authorities are embracing e-cigarettes while the FDA is issuing this nonsense. So, Doctor, is Congress going to step in here?
Well, hopefully Congress will step in, because if they don't, this is really going to have devastating impact on the public's health. The House is currently considering legislation which would require the FDA to grandfather in all existing products so that they wouldn't be taken off the market, and so that smokers would continue to have a choice about the possibility of using products that could help them get off of cigarettes. And so hopefully Congress will see the light in a way that the FDA apparently is not.
Just a very quick question, Doctor. Are e-cigarettes more effective in helping smokers get off traditional cigarettes than, say, a nicotine patch or gum?
Well, the initial clinical trials that have been done have shown that they're at least as effective as the therapies that are currently out there, such as the nicotine patch. However, as the product develops and there's more and more innovation that takes place, these products, I believe, will become increasingly effective. And I think that in the very near future, they will actually surpass the efficacy of current products. Unfortunately, the FDA regulations put a damper on that innovation. They really stifle the innovation. And because of that, this may not come to fruition.
Well, it's remarkable. The FDA, they delay approving new drugs, now a decision that will harm smokers. You can't make it up. Dr. Michael Siegel, his op-ed is on our pages this morning and up on WSJ.com. Doctor, thank you for joining the show.
Thank you.